Starting with his twin Eisenhowers. Incredible error coin, 1973 clad Eisenhower dollar, double struck on a $1/2 planchette. Grade as PR66 cameo by NGC. In coin grading, cameo is the amount of contrast between the relief, meaning raised or recessed design, and the field, meaning background. Cameo is usually seen on a proof coinage, with the relief featuring a frosted finish and the field being mirror-like. Not all proof coins have a cameo effect, however. Because it was struck on a $1/2 planchette and by default is clad, we don't know if this piece was actually produced during the production run for clad proof Eisenhower dollars, or if it might have been struck during the production run for silver Eisenhower dollars. Either way, this is a spectacular error that features side-by-side portraits of the late World War II figure and the president, nicely centered on the $1/2 planchette with just enough of the date visible for identification. Sold on August 4, 2020 for $19,200 at Heritage Auctions. This is 1977 D $1/2 at midday 62. Struck on a 40% silver planchette. Well-known transitional alloy error. The expected weight of silver clad half is 11.50 grams, and the standard weight of copper nickel clad $1/2 is 11.34 grams. San Francisco struck silver clad bicentennial halves, and a small number of planchettes intended for issue were instead mixed in with clad $1/2 planchette and struck at the Demer Mint. This brilliant and satiny example has a nice strike and good eye appeal. A small strike through is on the field near the mouth, and the minor contact is noted west of the ear, and the 9 in the date. Sold on May 4, 2022 for $7,800 at Heritage Auctions. Moving on to the error penny, 1917 cent with double die obverse. Grade at midday 66 red and provided with CAC sticker for Excelsior. Vivid mint orange color is as bright and fresh as the day the coin was produced. The fully struck devices are enhanced by frosty mint lusters that extends throughout the fields. Beautiful to look at and technically exceptional. The 1917 FS100-01 is one of the most pronounced double die obverse varieties in the entire Lincoln Cent series, with sharp doubling to the digits in the date, and the letters God We Trust in motto. Sold in spring 2022 auction and held by Stax Bowers for $21,600. Here is heavily circulated low mintage issue 1926 S Buffalo Nickel at midday 64 plus. The 1926 S Buffalo Nickel boasts a serious low mintage of just 970,000 pieces, a small production total for this heavily used commercial denomination. In 1920s, nickel circulated as change-making denomination, but were also useful for small purchases. A boom in a payphone usage during this period in cities like New York created another commercial need for the 5-cent coin. Few high-quality examples of any date, let alone the 1926 S, were saved by contemporary collectors, creating inherent scarcity of high-grade coins. This high-end, near-gem 1926 S displays attractive, satiny mint luster and subtle shades of champagne gold and ice blue toning. Sold on January 4, 2018 for $11,700. Here is 1968 Washington quarter struck on a 90% silver planchette, very rare proof coin grade as PR64 by PCGS. The coin is appreciably reflective in the field, complementing sharp motifs. Each side is virtually brilliant. A few minor marks are seen beneath the loop. The white edge of this piece, confirming the silver planchette alloy, is readily visible in the edge view holder. This wrong planchette coin with a regular weight of 6.3 grams ended up selling for $11,700 on May 6, 2022 at Heritage Auctions. 1892 Morgan dollar grade as PR68 by PCGS. It's beautiful ultra gem with both sides basting which the original toning of blended rose, olive gold and powder blue. The toning is iridescent, allowing full operation of well-mirrored finish, particularly in the fields. The devices exhibit more of a softly frosted texture and are fully struck down to the last hair curl over the Liberty's ear and feather on the eagle's breast. This virtually pristine proof Morgan dollar will please even the most discerning collector. Sold for $36,000 at spring 2022 auction of Stax Bowers. A wartime error penny, Denver struck 1943 Lincoln cent with repunched mint mark, so-called D over D variety. In the 20th century American numismatics, dramatic die errors are most often the result of unusual pressure on the mint, whether the stress of implementing a new design or lack of personnel. Many famous wartime varieties, including these dramatic repunched mint marks, stem from the latter cause. The present Superb Gem example displays a dramatic errant mint mark prominently to the southwest of the main one. And aside from the touch of the usual softness at Lincoln here, the strike is solid. Surfaces are well preserved and suitably lustrous. Sold on February 3, 2011 for $21,275 at Heritage Auctions. Another old US coin with outstanding toning, 1937 Walking Liberty $1 at PR68 grade, a fantastically toned Superb Gem proof. This 1937 Walking Liberty half shows Liberty striding into an orange and fire red crescent suggestive of the setting sun, with the remainder of the obverse a pale lavender. The reverse shows burgundy, violet, orange, and jade areas, with some cherry red at the lower rim. Sold on October 16, 2022 for $60,000 at Heritage Auctions. You won't believe, but it's actually a wartime silver penny, 1944 Lincoln cent struck on 69% silver, 31% copper planchette. During World War II, copper was an important munitions ally, while the silver was not. For example, silver was added to the wartime Jefferson nickel ally, while copper and nickel were removed. One can speculate that the present cent was intentionally struck as a part of an effort to replace unsuitable 1943 steel cent alloy, yet reduce the copper content of 1944 cents. In any event, this coin exists in its possibly unique silver-copper alloy. Its luster is nicely struck with unmarked surfaces and light golden brown toning. The reverse has a railroad rim near. Sold on May 6, 2022 for $19,200 at Heritage Auctions. One of the most valuable low-denomination coins struck in 1993 globally. 1993 D Lincoln cent milled with dime reverse, grade at Miste 65 read by PCGS. US coins struck with dies of different denominations are extremely rare. Until recent years, none were known. Aside from malfeasance of mint workers, the mule denomination error is only possible when the denominations involved are similar in diameter. A cent is 19 mm and a dime is 17.9 mm, a difference of 1.1 mm or approximately 5%. Given the billions of cents struck annually at the federal mint, it was inevitable that an absent-minded worker would pair the cent and the dime dies. Presumably, the mistake was discovered, and the struck pieces were destroyed before dispersal, with a single exception of present survivor. This lustrous gem shows the characteristics expected of a cent and a dime mill. The dime side has a broad, tall rim, since metal was forced into the color of a dime die by the wider diameter cent die opposite. As a result, the cent side has a soft strike near the rim, since the metal in the vicinity flowed into the dime color. The strike on the devices is normal. The lustrous surfaces are pristine aside from solitary faint gaze above the date. The color is predominantly orange with shades of fire red and olive green occasionally present. Sold on January 7, 2010 for $51,750 at Heritage Auctions. And the last one, this wartime nickel was double diverse, beautifully toned 1943 P Jefferson nickel, grade at Miste 67 with full steps. Jefferson's eye is nicely doubled on this well-known wartime nickel guidebook variety. The verse legends are also doubled, including the date. According to cherry pickers, one of the original top 10 varieties. It's becoming more and more difficult to locate. Well struck with beautiful honey gold, powder blue, and apricot toning. The steps are impeccably defined. A powerful loop locates only the faintest surface imperfections. Sold on April 30, 2009 for $11,500 at Heritage Auctions.